You from New Jersey?
If they had to keep him for some reason, I think he obviously has to be better. But
I think that he could, I wouldn't necessarily write him off. I just definitely don't think that when you like you said, third overall pick, and, at that time he was, there was a couple other quarterbacks in the draft and whatnot they could have gone with, and he's not looking like he's going to be a franchise-changing. He's not the next Namath, you know what I mean? We'll put it that way. So can he turn into a serviceable quarterback, be better than Sanchez, despite his first 2 seasons? I could see him turning into a decent quarterback, but he's not the third overall pick, future franchise that the Jets fans were hoping for. That's for sure. He's not Brady or Mahomes. We'll put it that way. Where I guess is the
you are.
Yeah, very few are, and I guess that's the story coming up for the big game here. Super Bowl 55 is really all about Brady and Mahomes. I guess we can say on the field. I guess before we get into our predictions, who are we rooting for? Rich, we'll start with you. Who are you going to be pulling for? I guess both you guys are Jets fans, so.
I hate Brady.
Yeah, I
hate Brady.
So you're anybody but Brady, which is a very common sentiment in New York City. How about you, Jeff? We the same way, Jets fan again, anti-Brady Jets fan. I mean, I guess you're wearing the Chiefs hat, so that says
Yeah. I'm all Chiefs for the Super Bowl. I'm a Jet fan, so we're going AFC. Brady has killed us time and time again.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys this though, as Jets fans, I find this to be one of the interesting storylines for me of the whole season when the fucking season kicked off and Brady left when he jumped ship. Like a rat getting off the deck, the ship sinking, and he went to Tampa Bay. I thought that the interesting story was for me as somebody that's hated the Patriots for my the last 20 years or whatever with Belichick. I was rooting for the Patriots to do better than the Bucs because I wanted Brady to look like an asshole even more so than Belichick. You know what I mean? So I was hoping that Brady totally failed and the Patriots succeeded and made it look like, Brady was worthless. It turned out to be the exact opposite. But how about you guys as Jets fans? Who did we hate more, Brady or like Belichick and the Patriots?
I hate Brady, man.
Yeah.
This is where I'm in disagreement with you. The Patriots, they can't lose enough for me. 20 years, they've tormented the division. They've tormented the Jets. If they go 0-16 for the next 20 years, it still won't be enough. I would hope that they would add another game just so they can go 0-7.
They add those games in the schedule just so they can go.
Right. Make the preseason games count. So I hate the Patriots.
I'm sure Belichick will be leaving soon too. He's not going to go through many dog years and rebuilding modes. You know what I mean? So if the team sucks for another couple years, Belichick will fucking get out of there as well. But that's interesting, though, because I kind of am like Rich a little bit more, I think your phone is muted right now, Rich. I don't know if you know that, but you've muted yourself. I don't know if you can unmute yourself or.
Oh, there I go.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like you. I would tend to hate Brady more than the Patriots. For me as well, I spent all those years as a Peyton supporter, so I was always hoping Peyton Manning turned out to be the better all-time quarterback than Brady. I guess that argument has been fucking put to bed by now anyway. But, I mean, Brady's just like the golden boy. He's married to the fucking supermodel.
Oh, yeah.
He just,
That's the part.
Just out of sheer jealousy. I mean, he's an asshole. However, I'd say just in terms of witnessing greatness and witnessing sports history, seeing somebody win their fucking 7th Super Bowl is pretty iconic, And in terms of Mahomes,
life's not fair.
What's up?
He's proof that life isn't fair. He loses. He still gets to go home and sleep with a supermodel. Bullshit.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, he's such an unsympathetic character, but.
Rich, you know what I always say about Brady? He's rich, he's handsome, and he's married to a supermodel. I think God has done enough for this guy.
That's what I say.
Right? Maybe it's time to give somebody else a chance.
All right, well, how about give somebody else a chance? But can I throw this at you guys then? How about Patrick Mahomes, whose dad's a professional athlete, so he probably grew up, well off himself. And as well, he's he just had like a 500, he's 22 years old and just got a $500 million contract or whatever it is and already has won Super Bowl. He's got enough good shit going for him too. And he's kind of, for me, I'm now like in my late 30s. He's of now like this generation of kids that I kind of just hate because I can tell that he's a lot cooler and younger than me. His fucking hair is, blonde. He listens to some streaming service I've never heard of. He's an asshole too, all right? Like, he's got enough. He's blessed enough as well. So from that standpoint, I'm kind of going for like a guy from my generation. You know what I mean? Like,
he doesn't need the supermodel wife. He's getting more pussy probably than anybody ever fucking knew.
Yes, exactly.
He's dating his college sweetheart.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well,
as well as a couple other supermodels on the side. I'm sure, yeah, but I'm sure his college sweetheart's pretty fine as well. But
yeah.
No, I mean, I'm actually
she's expecting.
Okay, that's good news. And I actually am, being just a little bit just joking around because I do like Patrick Mahomes, and as well, I was a huge fan of his dad. I'm a big Mets fan. His dad was on my all-time favorite Mets team, the '99 Mets. So I'm like I definitely am, a Patrick Mahomes fan. But he does seem as like he's, and I can you not see him winning the Super Bowl for the next fucking 10 years as well?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Right now, I'm saying that you're never going to see a guy win a 7th Super Bowl like Brady. Fucking 8 years from now, Mahomes might be fucking topping that. So it's like, we want to slow him down a little bit. But I guess in terms of the Super Bowl, though, as the spectacle, a little bit of a weird kind of Super Bowl going down in coronavirus.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, I think that it's definitely going to be like one of the highest rated Super Bowls ever, just because there's going to be no escaping it. Any of like the people that would normally try to go to the movies or do any non-Super Bowl activities, like there's just nothing going on in the world. It's an event that everybody can rally out around. Everybody's going to be home. Everybody's going to be watching. There's the two big stars, Brady and Mahomes. Everybody's going to be watching. But so I guess the other kind of stuff, The Weeknd, the halftime show. I'm sure Patrick Mahomes is a fan of The Weeknd because I've never heard of the fucking guy. So can we get was Aerosmith not fucking available this year or what? Like, what the fuck?
Maybe Metallica could maybe play. They're a big enough band.
Yeah, they're actually the one band last Super Bowl. I actually was talking about that on the podcast. That like the band that we need to see do a Super Bowl that would totally crush it, that hasn't been asked to do it yet, would definitely be Metallica. Would definitely be a great pick. They've got as well a lot of like mainstream hits that it's not going to be just for the metalheads. But if like I said, if Aerosmith can do it, then fucking Metallica can. But The Weeknd, not much sizzle there for me. A lot of like the Super Bowl fucking shenanigans, the media week and all that stuff has kind of been canceled and not going on. So there's just not as much sizzle from that standpoint. The ticket prices, what do you guys, this is surprising, but there's obviously a limited capacity, 35% capacity only, all right? So 35% of the stadium is fucking, 65% of the stadium is empty. You'd figure that ticket prices would be jacked through the roof. Ticket prices actually now lower than they were for last year's Super Bowl in Miami.
Yep.
How much are the beers?
Yeah, tickets are 6,000, beers are 7,000.
Yeah, $5,000.
But yeah, no, the ticket prices, they're going for a measly $6,000 a piece. So I say we get it. I say for $2,400 we can get a 4-pack and have an extra seat to put our beers and popcorn and souvenirs.
Yeah.
What do you say? It's But that surprises me. What do you guys think about that? The tickets are, lower. People are just concerned. And this is also in Tampa Bay, Florida, where there has to be 35% of the people that don't give a fuck about the 35% of the Trump fans that are not scared of coronavirus anyway. But what do you guys think?
I think that it doesn't really surprise me that ticket prices are down. And I think there's a couple of factors. One, I think football is, out of all the sports, is the most TV-friendly sport. Also, the protocols leading up to going into the stadium. I mean, if you thought after 9/11 was bad, this is much, much worse.
Yeah, that's true. And the Super Bowl is already known as like it takes you fucking hours to get into the Super Bowl with all of
you have to sit there because you're basically part of a TV show. So I think that leads to it as well. And also, this is essentially a Tampa Bay home game. And here's the interesting thing: the Bucks played all 3 games on the road, and they're going to play the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, This is the first ever, the legendary Super Bowl
Yes.
as well, where it's the first time ever a home team, or the host of the Super Bowl has the home team playing, of course, the Bucs and the Super Bowl's in Tampa Bay. So that as well, though, you'd figure that there's a lot of fucking hardcore Bucs fans that would pay anything to get into the Super Bowl, you know?
But then you have to offset it with, you got the Weeknd performing. Are you kidding me? Like, no. I can tell you right now, in my house, I'm having a Super Bowl party. That shit will not be on the screen. I don't need, like, it killed me the year that Katy Perry and she had the dancing sharks and tree. It's like, I don't know anyone who liked it or enjoyed it. Not even the women really are into that.
Yeah.
They you know what they just tried? They tried to homogenize it, make it like family friendly. It's the fucking Super Bowl. It's not. You know what goes on in the Super Bowl? People, I have boxes. We're betting on the prop bets. There's food. There's drinking. That's what the fucking Super Bowl is. It's not dressing up in a costume.
No, for sure. It can be like a cultural holiday built in about the football. Get together with your friends and have great food and drinks and watch the game. Like that's a cultural experience that can be celebrated. Without a fucking Katy Perry dancing with sharks in the middle of the goddamn thing. You know what I mean?
Does anyone enjoy that?
And even if it is Metallica or Aerosmith, I wouldn't even enjoy that. And I would enjoy that a lot more than Katy Perry. But, I mean, to rush out, you know, I guess Prince did an amazing job. But it just seems very out of place. And it's just like, you know, yeah, I guess it's better than listening to Michael Strahan fucking break down game film for 15 minutes. But it's like you're not getting an organic concert. You're not getting, like, a real music experience. It is just like a big music.
It's not going to be – they're not going to really be playing.
Yeah, exactly. It is just like a big music video, like you said, you know what I mean? And
Prince played, Paul McCartney played. You know, you think the fucking Weeknd is gonna play? And the guy, talk about guy, he has maybe 2 songs. I mean,
I literally don't, and I don't know either one of them. So, like,
Yeah.
I looked him up. He's apparently like an R&B singer as well, which is very out of place. At least you get Katy Perry and Shakira and J-Lo last year. At least that can be kind of like, all right, there's a little bit of, you know, a cheerleader aspect. You're getting a little TNA factor in there. You know,
it was a bore fest. It was a bore fest. I hate it. It drove me nuts. It's like, oh, another show that J-Lo's going to be on where there's going to be fake wind blowing her hair that she's going to be lip syncing to.
I know. Does J-Lo have a personal like fan guy that rolls a fucking industrial fan with a fucking 10 feet away from her at all times? And seriously, can we get enough of J-Lo already? Like, how did J-Lo become the fucking golden princess in American culture? She's at the inauguration. She's at the Super Bowl. She was fucking like, you know, out of the picture like 20 years ago. I thought was her, you know, peak. Like, when was this burst of J-Lo love?
I'll tell you when the burst of J-Lo came is when Tommy Mottola and Mariah Carey had their marital problems, and he wanted to stick it to Mariah, so he signed J-Lo and made J-Lo the new Mariah Carey.
Okay, interesting.
So we have Tommy Mottola to blame for this.
Oh God, I guess he did good with Eminem, but fucking bad with J-Lo here. But so yeah, you're right though. No sizzle there for the Weeknd. That's not adding anything. Surprising to me, I did hear as well. Some of the big businesses are not running like the huge Super Bowl ads, wasting the fucking $50 million for the 2-minute spot on the first Super Bowl commercial break. But I find that to be kind of an interesting decision because, like I said, I do expect this to be like everybody in America watching, just out of the lack of anything else going on. So
good. Let them not have the last few years. The ads have been brutal. It's the same crap all the time. You know what it's going to be a talking dog or a dancing baby, or it's the same thing. It's never.
Okay,
never
over
fun.
under. How many tributes to the tributes to healthcare workers sponsored by Pepsi that happened in the fucking Super Bowl? Over under 25 or what? Like,
that's a great prop bet. I would say under 25 though.
Yeah, it might be a bit much, but definitely, like you said, the commercials as well, just not as, that doesn't do it for me as well. There's enough to worry about on the game, and like you said,
Rich, you're a
especially with the
comedian.
gambling, enough to... Sorry, go
Do
ahead.
you laugh at these commercials? Do you actually
No,
laugh at
I've
the commercials? Oh,
definitely
so funny.
not. Like, it's
It's so funny. Someone's eating a Dorito and they turn into Roseanne Barr. That's hysterical. That's so
yeah,
funny.
no, I mean it's like honestly, I can deal with the commercials better than the fucking halftime show. I'll tell you that much. Like it doesn't irritate me, but we have to deal with the commercials anyway. So if they want to make them funny, I can't. I don't like, however, with every Super Bowl party, you have to be quiet during the commercials and then do all of your talking during the fucking 2 minutes, the last 2 minutes of the game. You know what I mean? So like I can do without
Leave my
the
Super
focus
Bowl
on the.
party, then. You won't enjoy it because I'll switch the channel during the commercials.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean that's what. Yeah, that would be the best. But so no, definitely I'm with you. I can take or leave the commercials, and definitely leave the fucking halftime show. Definitely leave the weekend standing outside for the fucking. Let them perform before the game outside in the parking lot for fuck's sake.
Why can't Kiss perform? Have a Kiss. Everybody knows them. They put on.
Yeah.
I mean, who performed at the halftime at MetLife Stadium in New York? Because that would have been one for like when we did it at the Super Bowl in New York. It was probably Billy Joel or something. But that would be like definitely make sense to get Kiss out there. New York City, fucking. I guess Springsteen would have been as well. Great with the Giant Stadium connection and all. The house that Springsteen built, but. I forget who did it, but you're right. I mean, I guess I can give you a couple reasons why Kiss shouldn't be doing it. But, I mean, it would be fun, though. It would be better than The Weeknd, of course. But I do expect an exciting game, and definitely should be a fun watch outside of The Weeknd. What are you going to be watching come halftime at the Super Bowl, Jeff? Are you going to put on a Kiss DVD for 20 minutes or what?
No, usually I go grab some food and a drink. I have it catered every year, so we always and again, I'm not breaking the tradition this year. So
okay, nice, good for you.
Yeah, it'll be there. So I get some food. I'll probably put on like I don't know if MTV will have like some type of classic rock thing going on. So I'll put that on. But I'm not. I can't leave on this shit. You're gonna have what they're gonna have. Oh, people are gonna dance in cactuses this year, spinning around, and everyone's gonna go, oh, how creative! And it's gonna be auto-tuned lip singing.
Yeah, it's going to be an iPod over the speakers and a performance art piece going down.
You don't know how much that kills me as a music
guy. We can tell. So yes, especially as a music guy, and we'll get into your. I want to give definitely another big shout out for your podcast. But real quick, let me ask you, what is your Super Bowl catering plans? Do you do a 6-foot sub? Do we do, of course, the wings? And do you do just the traditional Super Bowl stuff? Do we try to go themed to the team you're rooting for? You're going to get some ribs or something for Kansas City?
Always, you got to listen. We're men here. It's got to be wings. You got to have ribs. We do the 6-foot sub. We do the pasta. These are staples.
Yeah,
and every year we'll mix it up. Sometime we'll do like chili as well, or we'll do.
I try to throw in something related to the team I'm rooting for. So this year I would maybe do some like Kansas City ribs for sure, But definitely I'm you got to do wings on the Super Bowl, or else you're fucking a total asshole. And as well, I'm a 6-foot sub guy. I think that's like the true Super Bowl food is a sub that you can't possibly fucking fit your mouth around, and you're gonna have leftovers for a week afterwards. That's truly the Super Bowl for me,
Yeah, no, it's those are important foods to have. I guess you have to throw in some salad. There's gonna be some women there.
I mean, you got all the girlfriends there. One of them will bring a salad, I'm sure, and that's
some nachos.
That's true.
I've never had nachos, Rich. Never nachos.
I mean, I would say nacho flavored Doritos. Every year I've got a fucking couple bags of Doritos. That's for sure. But I guess on that note, we will definitely, and I guess Jeffrey, I'll give you one shout out as well. This weekend coming up on my SoundCloud page, the Big LW SoundCloud page, I'm going to be releasing one of my, that's a playlist that I normally release for Thanksgiving, but it's a songs about food playlist. 2 hours of every song is the name of a food dish, all right? So that's in honor of the Super Bowl and all of our tailgate
cool.
Super Bowl food, a 2-hour playlist of all songs about food. What's up?
What's a sample? Give us a couple of songs.
Sounds like a Tom Mangelli favorite.
Yeah, I mean, we got, the everything from, the Eggman from Beastie Boys to Ribs and Whiskey from Widespread Panic. What else is on there? Gumbo from Fish. Jambalaya from Louis Armstrong. 2 hours, that Weezer song.
Pork and beans.
Pork and beans. That Weezer song, Pork and Beans, exactly. Chicken Fried Steak by the Zac Brown Band. All of your favorite food songs, as well as some desserts. Piece of Pie by Stone Temple Pilots and One Cup of Coffee from Bob Marley. But 2 hour songs about food playlist to enjoy with your tailgate for the Super Bowl weekend coming up on the Big LW Podcasts SoundCloud page.
Come back to Jersey, you moron!